Okay, I just had my end of week 7 weigh-in, which, if you're following this, and since I haven't decided whether I'm putting this on YouTube or anything yet, who knows if you are, that means I skipped a week. I skipped from the end of week 6 to the end of week 7, mostly because I was kind of ridiculously sick last week, and I wasn't trusting the scale. It was saying I was down, but I wasn't sure whether that because I simply had a couple days where I couldn't eat at all. And I'm mentioning this for a couple reasons, but one, because I'm not sure whether maybe it was related to Qsymia. So I've been really good with my eating for the last, since I started Qsymia, as far as like eating junk food or fast food. But on I guess the Thursday of that week, we had to go up to Northern California. My fiance's sister is having some medical issues, and he has to be a donor, and we had to go up to Stanford to get tested, for him to get some tests done before he does that. And we were planning a trip, and I couldn't be bothered to cook. I mean, I was just being lazy. But I hadn't eaten all day to the day before the trip, and I hadn't eaten all day. But we were out doing stuff, and I was getting a little shaky because I'd had Qsymia in my stomach and some other medications like Wellbutrin and stuff, but that's it. And I was just getting shaky because Qsymia can trick you into like, I don't need to eat, but on the other hand, then it's speeding up your metabolism, so you really do need to eat. And so he decided, let's go through Popeyes. So we went through Popeyes, and I tried to do like the best I could do. Like, I've become this is over, the long term of dieting. I've become a little bit of a ninja of looking up the nutrition while we're going through the drive-in. So I got the two drumsticks, and I got the green beans instead of the fries, and the mashed potatoes, and so it was all like under 500 calories, I think. So I'm really proud of myself. Got home, ate it. About an hour later, got this incredible headache, and then spend the night hugging the toilet, and like in a bad, like repetitive, like just like I don't no nice way. I'm not a vomiter, and it was like over and over and over, and it was really bad. I didn't eat for the next 48 hours. It's pretty much we had to drive up to Stanford from Los Angeles, and it was, I guess, I'd had soup from supermarket that night, and that was pretty much it, just so I had something in my stomach. And I'm not sure, I just have this feeling that it was because my boyfriend ate the same thing, so except for the only thing we had difference was the green beans. So if it was food poisoning, it was in the green beans, which has chicken in it, and I bet that sits around, because I bet that's not the thing people order, so maybe that was it. But part of me thinks it was like my stomach being like, you haven't put anything on this, you have anything in us, and you put greasy stuff after like 7 weeks of healthy food, and saying no. It was, I felt like there was nothing really in my stomach, but so I was like, after I got rid of the Popeyes, it was all like the bile and chemical of the Qsymia. It was weird. But anyway, so I kind of skipped last week. And speaking of skipping, last time I checked in, I was thinking, I had the insomnia and such, and the insomnia is going away. I've been sleeping pretty solidly. But I was talking about my prediction that it had something to do with my cycle. Well, I haven't had it. And I have polycystic ovary, so in the past that was kind of not an issue like I would expect to be irregular. But for the last 2 years or so, it's been really amazing to me. I've been gone from a woman who had very irregular periods to somebody who's been 28 days to the day. That's very weird for me. Well, I missed it. It hasn't happened. I'm now a week and a half late, and I've checked. I've done, because you have to, if you're on Qsymia, you have to pregnancy check, because it has side effects. And I'm not pregnant, or at least it's not drawn up if I am, and no period. So I went on to some of the forums, and there's other women saying that they missed their first period when they were on it. So I'm just hoping, it's the first one and I haven't messed myself up by coming on here with my, like, I was really happy. Like, part of the reason I'm coming on here is I went on Qsymia was in hopes of losing a bit more weight so that maybe I could think about having a last-ditch effort at, you know, having a family. And I would hate that if by doing this I messed up when the cycle that I had gotten to actually happen. But I guess when I'm thinking about it, I lost weight, a big chunk of weight in the like, when I went on Qsymia on the starter dose, I was my period started like the next day. I mean, it was ridiculous. It was like, yay, I'm on drugs, period starts. So I don't know whether I messed myself up, but I mean, I lost between the one period and when the next one should have started, I've lost a big chunk of weight, stopped taking metformin, which I've been taking forever because it feels like forever, because it interacts, and then put a new medication in my body. So I'm hoping this is just a one-off and I've just delayed it, but anyway, so that's the main side effects so far this week are, I was really sick last week, ridiculously sick. I skipped a period, or it's delayed, or it's really late. Constipation thing kept going for like the last half week. It's been a little better the last couple days, and not to be fair, I've been loading myself with fiber for like the last 2 weeks, lots of water, so maybe coming out the other side. But I just feel like it's really confusing. It's like my body's doing everything it should do if I'm having a period. Like, you know, that's like the one time of the month where I'm super regular, almost too much, you know, and I get like greasy skin and backaches. I'm getting all that stuff except for the evidence. So it's a little bit like Qsymia is like acting like birth control. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully that, we'll see. Hopefully it's only the first month. But anyway, so I went into my, filled my second prescription of the 7.5, which means I have to, like, before I have my third, I have to go in for my next appointment and basically have her approve me to continue on this. And so that makes me a little nervous, and I'm a little bit, I've got to be a little, like, hopefully she doesn't make me sell it to her, as long as it keeps working, that I should be on this, and most of my meds are, you know, my blood test she's gonna make me do are okay. But I'm a little nervous, because if it's working, I want to stay on it. And it is working, I guess, because I got on the scale today, and I'm 231 pounds, which means since the last weigh-in, I'm down 1.2 pounds. Because I'm sick, I was sick, I don't know how much of that was 1 week and one was the other, but it's 1.2 pounds, which since I started Qsymia is 8.8 pounds. I was a little hot, like I was a little bit higher the couple days before I started Qsymia, but I'll start with that official amount. So 8.8 pounds since I started it. And, you know, I mean, I've reached the point where I'm okay if it's that pace. And in fact, it's probably better. I mean, yeah, sure, it'd be awesome to lose like 20 pounds overnight, but I'll just be battling to lose it again, so in a couple months time. So as long as I keep going down, I'm okay, and I am, so I'm fine. So I guess that's long, almost 9 minutes of saying wish I had my period, I'm still losing weight, and I hope in a month's time I'm still allowed to be on the drug because it's working so far. So I still need a manicure, got my bangs, skin's still feeling good. I'm not sure whether I mentioned in the last video or not, but I probably did, but I couldn't be bothered to listen to it, that I've actually lost some inches. I think I've lost 2 inches off my waist, 3 inches off my belly, which is amazing. So I'm happy, and my clothing feels way better. Boom. Thumbs up so far, and hopefully the other, you know, things that are going on internally sort themselves out, and just the adjustment period. Anyway, onward to the next week.